think it's loaded. Hey y'all, we're back at it again on Sugar's Delight. Sorry, I was like setting up for a sec. I was like, am I recording or not? Yeah. Okay. So, oh gosh, that was a weird glitch. Anyway, but if you guys want a recap of what happened, yeah, a bunch of pleasuring between, I guess, Ichigo and Chikao, but like, how should I say this? Ichigo wanted to, like, you know, give back to Chikao for making her feel good, so she like took the opportunity when Chikao was showering, and then after that whole ordeal, we come to kind of like see that like Chikao was like kind of disappointed in a way. She sounded mad, or I say more disappointed than angry, because she doesn't really show it, but she sounded disappointed when after that whole, like, you know, that whole ecchi scene, like Ichigo was all like, she was all like, oh, I like, hopefully now you enjoy it, now we're even. Like, Chikao's like, oh, I guess, right? And then like that's where it ended off. So Ichigo's like thinking in her mind, she's like, did I do something to upset Chikao? Why is she upset? And also, why is my camera blurry? Maybe that's just, anyway. So now we're gonna see what's up with Chikao, cause like, yeah, like, let's just say that she's like sounded a bit, you know, different, and afterwards that deal, you know, like she's holding something. I always felt like she was holding something back, but I guess now is the time we, like, you know, see. Anyway, without further ado, despite how much I had on my mind, I managed to get a decent amount of sleep. I mean, how couldn't I after all the excitement from the night before? Even though the way Chikao had acted after our moment confused and bothered me. She wasn't one to get down easily, and I've known her for a while now, so something about the way she spoke and mood was off. Yeah, usually when you're like really close to someone, you can tell when they're a bit off, so that's what's happening right now. Maybe it was just my imagination. Maybe I was just being overly paranoid. That was probably it. Besides, we were just playing, right? You dumbass! Oh, Ichigo. I'm sorry, guys, for my use of language, but Ichigo, are you serious right now? You think some random girl would just give you her virginity just for the funsies? Girl, that's kind of... what? That's really... wow. I mean, I guess people do think like this, though. Some people think it's just all for fun, but reality feelings are, like, you know, in it most of the time. Only if you guys establish that was like just for fun. If you guys haven't and you guys actually think it's for reals, then it's for reals, and feelings do get hurt. There was no way Chikao actually had feelings for me or anything. She's totally out of my league. It's always this. It's always think they're not good enough. But then they find out and they're like, oh my, how can someone like Chikao like me? Oh gosh. I got myself up as usual and put on some work clothes for the day and decided to wear my favorite pair of underwear. Alright, don't know why we have to know that detail. The last one. I'm not really sure what possessed me to do this, but it was fun anyway. Maybe tonight Chikao and I could... No, I can't think like that. Well, after the whole ordeal of you making her upset, I don't think she's gonna want to do anything. She's probably gonna have some resistance, maybe. I mean, that's how I believe when people are like not in the mood. It was a one-time thing or something that shouldn't happen at all, or shouldn't happen all the time. Huh. Chikao always had men asking her out over the counter, so I'm sure someday she'll find one she actually likes. Did she ever go out with one? Did she show an interest of wanting a boyfriend, or? I don't know, Ichigo. It just sounds more like denial. She is really pretty after all. Who wouldn't fall head over heels for her? Ichigo, I'm pretty sure you're one of the You're one of those people who fell head over heels for her. Cause come on, why would you fantasize over someone that much? Like, dude. Anyway, I best get out and help Chikao with the preparations for the day. I walk down the hall and past the washroom when my heart skips a beat. My mouth starts to water and my heart speeds up, just barely thinking about the taste of Chikao and the erotic sound she had made because of me. I shake my head and I try to stay focused though. I couldn't keep getting distracted like this. We had a job to do. I entered the bakery part of the building. My nose is instantly filled with the aroma of delicious sweets and pastries I can think of. I glance to the counter and see Chikao placing some freshly made buns under it behind the glass display. I just stare at her body as she does this. The way her butt is— oh shit. Ichigo is being a real pervert right now. What the hell is going on? And the way her butt is arched upward from the position she needs to take the order to accomplish her task. I think of the feeling of that same part of her in my hands and I subconsciously grip that at the air. What the freak is going on? I want to say something, but I'm nervous. How should I act? Should I comment on what happened? No, that would be bad. I don't want to seem giddy and excited, or else I'll come across as immature and inexperienced. But what should I say? How should I act? Should I just pretend it never happened? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Suddenly Chikao perks up and looks in my direction with that same gentle smile of hers. Good morning, Ichi-chan. I hope you had a delightful sleep. I know I certainly did. She's all relaxed now. Either that or she was overthinking in her bed, which, it's normal. That lovely— oh gosh, you gave me last night tired me right out. Oh well, good to know. She just went ahead and said it. She said it in front of the customer? Damn, no shame. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I didn't expect her to be that forward. Now how do I react? Oh, I slept really well too. I bet 2 in one night, rather exciting, don't you think? I'm surprised you didn't sleep in. Would you stop saying that? Saying what, Ichi-chan? That word. Word? What word? I didn't think I said oh that much. Perhaps I do. Oh my. I can't seem to stop. Not that orgasm. I mean, that's essentially what it was, let's be honest. That's essentially what it was. Not like y'all put y'all's bodies together. What was that? I think my hearing might be going. Orgasm! Why would you yell that in the bakery? What the hell is wrong with these two? If someone were to hear this, then y'all would be out of business. They'd be like, yeah, they're just talking about a bunch of sex and orgasms. Why? Orgasm, but it's just a word and the truth, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the truth, y'all. My, does it make you feel uncomfortable? A little. Do you regret what happened? No, not at all. Chikao seemed to smile pretty brightly after my quick denial. Her face softened then, and the same distant look came over her eyes. Well, that's good. Neither do I. Chikao-san? Is something wrong? She seemed to hesitate before opening her tempting lips to speak once more. Nothing is wrong, Ichi-chan. We should enjoy our day, I'm sure we have lots of customers because it's Valentine's Day. Put on your fighting bandana because things might get crazy. Alright, I'll do my best. That's all we can ask, Ichi-chan. That's all we can ask. How dramatic. At least Chikao was trying to act normal, but still, something just wasn't right. You would think we'd be closer after what happened, but she's almost felt further away. Maybe she's finally keeping her respectful distance. I mean, that's what most people want until they start actually enjoying a person's presence, though. So that's a little different. I didn't get a lot more time to think about things, though. As Shakao predicted, our day was busy the moment the shop was open. I mean, I guess, yeah, getting your significant other a treat is pretty nice. Hordes of people were placing custom orders and cleaning the place right out. It was insane. The busiest time of the year, the busiest the shop will ever get, y'all. Chakao never lost her composure even when I started to get really irritated with some people. I guess that's why she liked to take the counter for most of the day. Yeah, cause she has a calm composure. And also, one thing I'm still curious about, does no one like comment on what they wear or anything? I'm still curious about that. She must have known it'd be stressful for me and my short temper. Cause I'll show you. If y'all seen their outfits, not really the most appropriate to be wearing at work, but still, I guess the developers wanted to make something. Either way, lunch was skipped, and we took turns making a quick supper in the kitchen when it seemed like the crowd was dying for a bit. By about 8 p.m., when we closed, we were finally able to breathe again. I had flour and the other crumbs all over my apron, while Chikao remained seemingly perfect in stature somehow. I didn't even care though. I was exhausted for making so many things and helping so many customers. Chikao went to the sign and flipped it gracefully. We removed our aprons together and placed them in the hamper. As she stripped off her piece of fabric, I chanced a glance at her voluptuous body and sighed inwardly. Everything seemed so normal again. Everything, I guess, was back to normal. I mean, you make it deem to seem to be like that, but at the same time you want something, you should go make up your mind. Oh my. And also, Chikao, you should be telling Ichigo about your real feelings. Then again, maybe she's scared of telling Ichigo her feelings. But yeah. Anyway. Phew. Oh wait, that's Chikao speaking. Phew. We did quite well today, didn't we? Ichi-chan, hurry for money. This month's rent shan't be a problem. That was crazy. I can't believe how busy it got. Well, I suppose the fact we do custom-made pastries is a fun thing that most enjoy. Yeah, people love making things, like, with their own hands. Anyway, I guess so, huh? You look rather tired though, Ichi-chan. Maybe you should turn in for the night. Early? I might. It was a pretty hectic day, wasn't it? Indeed, quite possibly the busiest day of the year, in fact. That's what I was saying. Anyway, you did very well though, Ichi-chan. Your skills have improved vastly, I believe. Really? Of course. I'm quite taken aback by how hastily you learn all my secrets. Thank you, but I'm nothing compared to you. I beg to differ. Anyway, now you're just saying silly things because of your fatigue. I'll finish with the cleanup, alright? Well, okay. Good night, Ichi-chan. Good night, Chikao-san. Nighttime. Like right now. Anyway. Hello, we're back at the night show. We're looking at Ichigo's bedroom. We're gonna be inspecting a few things. Is that a notebook? Maybe her diary? Some plushies? I don't know, the school? Some random landscape, trees, a clock, traditional Japanese air conditioning, random shapes on the wall, leaf printed curtains, a random purple plant. I don't know, just stuff a room would have. Yeah. I go to my room, barely convince myself to change into my pajamas. Once I manage to, though, I plopped into my bed and stare at the ceiling as my eyelids grow more and more heavy. I must It must... Oh. It must been my imagination. Maybe I was just being weird because of what happened. Chikao seemed normal, I guess, so there's no reason for me to be worried about anything. But what was this emptiness in my heart? Was it really possible that I could... No, I need to stop being silly. Chikao was like a sister to me. She's my best friend and sister. Well, the things y'all did isn't really what best friends and sisters should be doing. So, I say you should reconsider your like current position in this relationship. I was mixing up my emotions. She likes to tease me, and that's all. And all that was last night. Yeah, teasing you in a very sexual way. Pretty sure. That's something beyond best friends and sisters can never do. I believe. Just her having fun with me. So then why did I go back? Why did I seek Chikao out again and act totally out of character? Because I was excited? Because I was aroused? No, I went back because I must have dozed off for a second since I was snapped awake by something. I'm not sure what it was right away since I was disoriented at first. But I listened more attentively and it almost sounded like someone breathing sharply or... What's going on? I got out of bed nervously and I went towards the sound. I soon understood that it was coming from Chikao's room, and I instantly started to panic. This is very realistic because there's actually... For a second I was questioning, like, are there dogs outside, like, actually barking? What's this game? This game is lit. What the heck? Like, I never seen a game pull off actual dog barking at night. It's always like that when you're, like, still awake. You can hear dogs barking. This is the case. What? That's cool. Anyway, enough of the dog barking scenario. Although I could still hear it. Anyway. I think y'all can barely hear that, but anyway. I got out of bed nervously and went towards the sound. I soon understood that it was coming from Chikao's room. I instantly started to panic. Was she in pain? Was she hurt? I couldn't waste any more time. I dashed into her bedroom, pushing open the already ajar barricade, and stared at Chikao as her wet eyes gazed back at mine. Huh? Now we're in Chikao's room. Y'all, before we get into the serious crap, we're gonna do another room tour. I must say, I like this 10 times better than Ichigo's room. I must say myself. Like, yeah, it has some essentials, but it's just more personality, in my opinion. Like, more books. Then again, this is, I guess, her home. She has a freaking gaming setup. What the? Whole PC setup? No way. A piggy bank? Yeah, these essentially caught my eyes. All these animals. She has a nice view, too. Damn. Yeah, I just really like the setup more. I don't know why. She has, like, this whole freaking shelf. Like, it's, like, nice. Yeah, this is not a bad room. What the hell? Anyway, enough of the freaking visuals. Sorry, guys. It's always with stories I get so absorbed with visuals. If it looks nice, then it makes the stories 10 times better if it looks pretty. Anyway, down her cheeks were streams of water and her cheeks were flushed. My heart sank. I immediately went to her bedside. Kneeling beside it and looking up at her. Chikao-san, are you alright? Ichi-chan. Good night to you. It appears you caught me in a bit of an embarrassing situation. Although... Wait, hold up, guys. They have cute pajamas. What the heck? Like, yeah, these are a little bit, like, you know... They're more... What would you call this? Like... I was gonna say swampy because it kind of reminds me of swamp. These are very like nice pajamas and like I like the coloring. Hers is just a much of a start. Like they actually wear pajamas. Pretty cool. I would say out of the two, I'll probably say I like Chikao's more Because I don't know if like the green really goes with the dog print. I don't know. But it's not a bad look. What happened? My mind was racing. For Chikao to cry, what could have possibly occurred? It must have been terrible. I mean, yo, she's just in her room. Maybe she's having a moment. Maybe it's normal to be like, you know, flustered and stressed out, I guess. Oh, I suppose I am crying, aren't I? I don't say anything and I move up on the bed beside my best friend. Oh, your best friend! Oh, okay. Okay, now she's your best friend. She didn't say this in the beginning. She would just mention how Chikao was weird and she was a little off, but she was still like charming in her own way. But she never said, oh, my best friend like sister. I feel terrible for Chikao. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Ichigo, she's our best of friend. I can feel my own eyes watering just by the sight of her being upset. When had I become so emotionally attached? At least you're not emotionally detached. I say that's a little bit more worse. Ah. Oh wait, no, it's Chikao. Ah, it's nothing at all, Ichi-chan. Just a bad dream. You had a nightmare? A bad dream? Yes, I dreamt I had turned into a giant cake, which was quite fun at first, until I realized I no longer could bake anything. Terrible, don't you think? I don't think it was a dream. It don't seem like something you just wake up in tears. Like, oh shit, I'm a cake! I can't go back! I'm gonna be eaten! And also, in that scenario, you will always... What, the last situation what happened with the cake? Yeah, it was pretty messy. And it was pretty undecent, and... let's just say, y'all, you two are very familiar with that situation. Anyway. Yeah, that is bad. Oh wait, that was Ichigo. Yeah, that is bad. I awoke quite shaken up, and apparently I was affected enough to cry, don't you see? Uh-huh. Was Chikao lying to me? I got a sudden sinking feeling in my stomach. She was hiding something again, and this time I felt like maybe she was doing it to protect me? Could be. Chikao is actually seen as a very considerate person, so that was not too far-fetched, I would say. It wouldn't be, like, it wouldn't be, like, you know, something she wouldn't, you know, consider. Anyway. Either way, Chikao was shaking and clearly more upset than she wanted me to know. I glanced to her bed, and my heart leaped at the thought that crossed my mind. Before I knew it, I was asking something I had only fantasized about until this point. Did you want me to stay with you tonight? Chikao's eyes widened, and she stared at the floor before she smiled hesitantly and waved her hands frantically. No. That's okay, Ichi-chan. I'm fine, really. I didn't believe her. I wasn't going to leave her in such a state. Something was wrong, and I had to find out what. Chikao-san, are you lying to me? Am I lying? Why would you ask that? Because ever since last night, I don't know. I feel like something's wrong. Oh. Is everything okay? I watched her eyes dart to the fro before she tried to smile. Chikao succeeded at first, but then her face construed. And even as she beamed gently in my direction, I watched in horror as tears began to fall from her beautiful visage. Chikao-san? I'm sorry, Ichi-chan. I'm so sorry. What was happening? Why was she crying now? Chikao! Why? What's wrong? I place my hand on her shoulder and she shudders at the touch. I recoil in pure confusion and bit my lower lip in anticipation. Chikao-san? I'm such an awful person. Ichi-chan, I'm the worst. What? No! Why would you say something like that? Because, Ichi-chan, ever since I first saw you, I feel like I've taken advantage of you. Oh gosh, this is quite serious. This is quite serious now, y'all. And it's leaving me speechless. Anyway, let's continue. What? What is she talking about? My mouth hangs open as I watch the ever resilient and strong Chikao break down before me. I don't even know what to say, but stammer words of disbelief, of disbelief. Oh gosh. False text. Ichi-chan, I'm so sorry. I do believe that I have loved you since the moment we met. We have the confession. Now Ichiko, you can't be denial. She just confessed her freaking feelings to you. Can't you see? Only a blind man can see what's going on right now. Ridiculous, isn't it? I feel like a snake. I brought you into my house, and then yesterday, I finally couldn't resist anymore. I feel so terrible, and... No, no, no! Chikao! I don't feel bad, it's the same for me. Oh my gosh, it's the exact same. The moment I saw her, I can't believe this. What are the chances? Well, these are pretty slim chances that, you know, you'll be reciprocated. It's like a 50-50 chance, to be honest. But if they show an obvious not interest in you, then... yeah. So sometimes it's slim, most of the time it is, but sometimes it's like, you know, a very rare sighting. And it's pretty nice, if you ask me. We were both fretting about the same thing. As I watched Chikao break down more and more before me, I don't know what to do. It should be simple. I just need to tell her she's wrong and that, but I can't. My lips don't work. My voice is frozen. I don't know how to talk anymore. Me right now. I know how that feels, Ichigo. Obviously I understand this current situation. I've never been in this current situation, but still. I'm just in shock right now of what's going on. I can only think of one thing and one thing, to stop Chikao from making such ridiculous accusations. I don't hesitate. My heart is souring and oh wait, that's Chikao. You needed shelter and safety and all I could see was... We got the kiss scene. Yo, let's go for CGI. Ooh. I kiss her. It's all I could think of, and truthfully, all I've wanted to do for a long time. Finally realized. Can't believe they had sex before they kissed. That's crazy, man. Sometimes it's like this, and that still confuses me. Why? Her lips are just as soft as I imagined, maybe even softer. I can taste her salty tears, and she's reluctant at first, but soon her lips are dancing with mine, and I'm crying as well. Crying in joy, I think. It's what kissing noises. Ichi-chan? I don't know what to do with those noises. We part, and I smile as wide as I think I've ever have. I've never been so happy before in my life, and I finally feel alive and loved. I feel the same way. Her eyes instantly start to light up. I've done it. I made Chikao feel better. You are? Truly? I'm completely and truly. I'm so in love with you. It's not even funny. Oh, that's a funny phrase, isn't it? it made me laugh, so it was pretty funny. Are you sure though? I was so sneaky and I was just as sneaky. I can't say. I was completely innocent. And I mean, you're so beautiful and... then perhaps we can both be sorry together. We clasp our hands together and I nod while blushing some. I allow my eyes to blink over Chikao's body that's hidden under her pajamas, and my heart is speeding up. So, then I guess we're, why, we're lovers now, aren't we? Yo! Okay, yeah, finally y'all established what y'all are. First, Ichigo was here jumping the conclusion that she thought that y'all were just the best of friends or sisters. But y'all just like did it before then. Well, I feel like, you know, they both wanted something, like they knew, but I don't know. There were still some insecurities, you know, there. But now they finally established that they're lovers now. Because they share mutual love. Oops. Chikao finished my sentence while wiping her eyes. We're both at an emotional high and I can't help but say some silly things out of pure excitement and relief. Yeah. Well then, I suppose we have best sex then. What? What do you... Best... Oh yeah, let's just have best sex after we establish that we love each other. What is this, a freaking honeymoon? Y'all are married now? Y'all got that ring now? What? What? What Ichigo just said. I react that way, but I'm really truly, it's exactly what I wanted. I can already feel my chest tightening. So let's have the best of sex now. What the hell? Unless you're too tired, but truthfully, Ichi-chan, I've been imagining what we've experienced together last night all day. And truly desire to try some more things with you. Now that oh wait, that's Chikao saying, she's saying this. And truly desire to try more things with you now that I can do so without any restraints. Me too. Actually, Chikao, so skilled and Ichi-chan isn't any less skilled. I have you know, I'm not an easy one to arouse, but you did so in such a seamless fashion. Or perhaps you have an advantage since you're so cute, but I just couldn't help but come so quickly last night. What the freak? You say such things so easily. Yeah, y'all say things. I mean, it's in her nature, and also, Ichigo's prone to, like, you know, being influenced to say things easy too. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. About now, we're officially lovers. I guess. I suddenly feel Chikao undoing my front buttons. Oh, whoa! And I smile shyly while my cheeks flush. Now then, I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I'm rather excited, and I'm more than ready to begin fondling every inch of your adorable body. Censorship! Censorship! After the censorship! Oh! Okay, but only if I can do the same to you. Why did y'all go under the screen? Where'd y'all go? Anyway, we both giggle as we lay on Chikao's bed together, slowly exposing each other's breasts. And oh gosh, in a matter of seconds, I breathe shakily and I take in the sight of Chikao's full blossom once more. Oh no, now they're comparing cut sizes! No! Yo, I ain't seen this. Just kidding. It's too late for that. Or anyway. Yours are so much bigger than mine. I love how we're just blasting just now. We're just showing off. Like it's some sort of damn competition. Oh, really? I happen to love the size of yours, Ichi-chan. She begins kneading and extra sensitive to her touch. I ain't gonna make those sounds, the freak. I cross my arms to Chikao and begin massaging her you-know-what that I can't fully grip with the size of my tiny hand. Yes, the touches. I've been waiting. Oh yes. We continue to grope one another's chest and groan together in unison. My tone is higher pitched and my sounds come in short wisps of pleasure, while Chikao's softer voice is soothing in her almost dreamlike murmuring. You're so good, Ichi-chan. So good. Chikao-san, too. Ah. Can't hold my saliva dripping from my mouth. I allow the craving to overtake me. I lean in and begin, sucking Chikao's you-know-what like an oversized baby. I began circling the base of her you-know-what, teasing it, and yeah. Her noises entice me further, and massaging her other one enhance continuously. No fair, Ichi-chan. I want to taste yours. I feel Chikao is still trying to massage my less impressive chest, but she soon appears to give up. And my whole stomach quivers at the touch of her hand, stroking it gently and moving to the rim of my pajama bottoms. I wait in anticipation, going so far as to hold my breath. Ichi-chan, do you want me to? She's teasing me. I know this, and I love it. It's fun. This is fun, and I smile bashfully nonetheless, and I wonder if she gets off on me begging for more. I'm sure she does. I'd be the same. I give in to her spurring, take a momentarily break from sucking her wonderful breath. I do. Oh wait, that's Ichiko speaking. Oh my. I do. I want you to touch me. Do you really? Oh. Please, Chikao-san, please touch me, most precious area. I want you to. I want you to. Okay, because you asked me so nicely, Ichi-chan. I'll make you really nice. Once more, I pause briefly with her in my mouth, and I feel her hand bottom pajamas and reveal my favorite pair. Oh, that's why. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh god. Excuse me. My legs are shaping in anticipation. There's already a damp spot between them, darkening the color of my fabric. You're already so... When Chikao-san is touching me, I can't help but please go on. I can't help it. Please go on. I can't wait any longer. So dandy of you all of a sudden. Ichi-chan is the boss when she's horny. Are you, Ichi-chan? I didn't know Chikao had such a sadistic side to her. It's playful though, so I shouldn't be too surprised. I push my hips into her hand and lower my voice in a faint whisper. Oh. Can't believe what I'm saying, but Chikao-san's eyes lit up right up. She actually even licks her lips as her hands enter my panties and begin teasing my really sensitive lips. I groan instantly, losing my purpose on Chikao's body, instead placing my lips over her, once more pushing my tongue to meet her own, swirling it round and around and dance to ecstasy. I was in it between kissing Chikao and wanting perfect pleasure, her hand already completely soaked as lines. I eventually glance down and see that Chikao's hips are moving and rhyme with my own. Does Chikao-san touch too? I tease as she did me. Unfortunately for me though, Chikao isn't so easy to play with in that way. I want Ichi-chan's fingers touching me all over again. She makes noises of pleasure just by watching my hips and body moving with her intent. I can't wait another moment. Ichi-chan, caress my precious spot. Alright, I will. Oh no! They took off her pants too. I managed to pull Chikao's pajama bottoms down, and she lies beside me and continues to finger between my legs. I'm drooling as I can barely focus on the task I've set out to accomplish. Oopsie daisy! Oh, my bad. When Chikao's underwear is revealed, I'm not surprised by how sexy it was, with the lace frills. It's playful and seductive at the same time, just like her. I handle the material a bit before entering the feeling of undeniably perfect surface of her most private and sensitive part. She just as wet as me, and basks the glory of the unified act of give and take. Oh yes, Ichi-chan, your fingers feel so good, Yours too, I can't get enough. Oh. Kiss me more, Ichi-chan. I love you kissing you. Oh gosh. Oh my, y'all. I nod barely with my eyes partially open. We're entering each other's mouths once more of our tongue. Yeah, we can literally see that. They just slapped a freaking CGI in front of all our faces. pretty evident. Our lips lock and smack, play and tug at once another as our poke and movements. My fingers are completely thrusting in and out. Even moisture fissures of mine. It's perfect harmonious act of sexual release. I wouldn't be surprised if anyone outside could hear our unrestrained noises of rapturous blood. They're like, normal in Japan. Normal in the neighborhood. The person who, like, walks by. And again, I think the only ones who are probably awake are probably the dogs. Maybe some other people, but I doubt it. There's walls and stuff. Only if the window was open, y'all can be hearing, like, you know, all of that. I was in heaven. My body rubbed against Chikal and her sink with mine as our fingers fluttered and the other mouths were licked, locked in, open acceptance. Feel my lips getting soaked and trumped and... Suddenly though, Chikal stopped and withdrew her hand from to my disdain. I actually moaned in desperation as she moved from the bed and stood up with her. Oh gosh, what is going on? Chikal just suddenly got up. But what happened? Chikal begins mischievously as she removes. Okay, she's all like, I need more. I can't. Oh my. I subconsciously do the same, wanting to continue where we were so very much. I even go as far as to start touching my home. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? I want to feel even more connected to Ichi-san. Ichi-chan. Are you ready, Ichi-chan? Oh no, they're about to do the real deed, guys. Oh gosh. Are y'all mentally prepared for this? I don't know if I am, to be honest. After a bunch of weird dialogue, I don't know. I see that Chikal is blushing as she goes into the bottom drawer of her dresser. She digs through what must have been her underwear before withdrawing something white and red wrapped in plastic. What is that? Oh no! I'm terrified to know what that is. Quite possibly the best suite I have ever made. I've created myself in to fit up the madness, I suppose. She lies next to me once again and unwraps the thing. Now that I have a closer look, I realize it. It looks like a... They really took these special toys. She really like... Maybe someday if I need it. In this case, it makes Chikal sound a little bit lesbian if you think about it. Cause why would if she was interested in men supposedly, do they still? I know they still have their own little toys and stuff, but usually I thought that was like used with women. No. What? Realize? Oh no. A candy merged together? Y'all are gonna end up getting an HIV or something, an STD? What the fuck? My eyes widen at the spectacle. You see, Ichi-chan, I want to have sex with you. Yeah, it was pretty apparent. Like, it was very clear that you wanted to have intercourse. This is a candy that is quite special. Yup, and not suggestive at all. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I don't know what to say anymore. I can't even speak. This game really is something. What the hell? It's so out of pocket. It's so out of pocket. Chikal throws the rubber on the ground, begins sucking on the thick and circular white and red thing, and the sight of her doing so instantly aroused me even more than ever. Now people are gonna have their weird fantasies. I gave myself money and pure desire. How long does this extend to? What the freak, guys? What is that? It says connected, but what? Probably even thinking about it. I'm surprised by no the taste and how flexible it is. Really some kind of strange masterpiece. What the hell What did you create? Oh gosh. As our mouths suck and lick delicious treat, we're touching when. Oh god. I'm a little nervous about the sight of it, I'm sure. So excited about the being connected to Chikao in such a way. It's yummy. Yeah, it's literally freaking candy. What the? You really gonna put candy down there? I don't know. How's this gonna function? I know. We continue doing this for a time before Chikao removes her mouth first and oh guys, after that long dialogue, we're finally like in the most decent scene I actually seen so far. Like, I'm pretty sure I could just show y'all this without having to do crazy censorship. I'm not saying I'm gonna jinx myself, but yeah. Probably one of the more nicer CGIs, I would say. Where they're just making out. Anyway, we collapse into each other's arm and kiss one last deep and emotional kiss. Our stomachs continue to recoil every so often. Very passionate here. I'm rubbing Chikao's smooth and beautiful side while she rests on my face, and we simply smile at one another. That was... I must say, I can't ever remember feeling so very, very good. Yeah, me too. I mean, this is y'all's first time, right? I might make the claim once more, Tea-chan, that I love you. I nod sheepishly, both our faces still flushed and breathing partially stressed. I love you too, Chikao-san. She smiles mischievously as she tends to do, and then reaches down between us to remove her amazing sweet creation. Yeah, the creation was really something. Literally connected, y'all. Like, I was just joking with Nanami and Yuna, cause like, after that, like, you know, whole ordeal with like, like, part, I think, wait, no. It was 6 and 7. Anyway. Either 6 and 7, like, this really takes a cake. As it was taken out of me, I flinch and feel more... Oh, gosh. That was neat, Wasn't it? I'm so glad I allowed myself a moment of partial insanity when creating such a little joy. Yeah, that was pretty insane. Imagine that was before you met Ichigo. Maybe Ichigo was a victim here, Chikao. Were you planning this all along? But Ichi-chan, I have you know that the best part about this is yet to come, you see. It's literally the definition of sucking. What the freak? Her eyes live engulfed the porcelain tree as before she removes it and winks at me. Come now, Ichi-chan. It's better if we eat it at the same time when you agree. Bruh. They're like getting the contraption. They're taking one of... What the freak? I nod. Waste a little more time as I take in the sun, penetrate Chikao and taste her. Along with the sweet treat and taste strawberry cream. The combination is glorious. I feel my body heating up almost right away once more. It doesn't take us long to consume the long decoration, and our mouths inevitably meet in the middle. We kiss. It's almost because, well, we're lovers now. Something comes to me, and then I start to panic though. But if we're, but if we just ate that, then. Oh, no need to be concerned, Ichi-chan. I know how to make another. Whoa! She like, I got you. If like if we eat this thing, I'll just make another one for y'all. Wink, 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 wink. Perhaps a different flavor next time. Maybe cookies and cream or vanilla. Oh, you're all gonna ruin cookies and cream and vanilla for me now? Are you serious? They both sound delicious. Don't they? Perhaps I should be selling them. What do you think? Oh yeah, people are gonna give into that. Everyone who comes to this shop. Oh, what good advertisement to the freaking shop. Y'all finally get customers, y'all gonna shoo them away instantly. I don't know about that. Do we really want to become a strange bakery like that? Yeah, y'all are gonna literally diminish your reputation. Oh god. Supposed to be some cute bakery on the side corner that's kind of small but still pretty cute and petite, and like where people go, like, oh, it's small, but you know, like it has its, like, you know, charm to it. But now y'all gonna be known as the sex bakery. Shoot, this ain't a sex store. Yeah. You're right, of course. Besides, I kind of want to... Besides, I kind of want it to be our little secret, I guess. Oh yes, that's as well. I tend to agree. I want it to be Ichi-chan's and my little fun time. Hehe, tehe. That's it! Well, thanks, Kentone. This is made by Kentone. I've been to Chikao, and I can't help but continue smiling as the two of us remain naked in their bed. Matt the fool. Yeah, the fool. Just kidding. Thank y'all for making this game. We change the sheets, cuddle once more, and embrace each other tightly as our eyes strip open and close. Hey, look, it's the freaking, like, last CGI, I think. And also, I think it's the most popular image on Google, surprisingly. I'm so glad I came here, Chikao-san. Me too, Ichi-chan. Oh, I've been meaning to ask now that we're lovers. Could you tell me your real name? You're telling me that's not her real name? Ichigo's not your real name? What? This is full of surprises. Well, wait, I mean Chikao's. Wait. Oh, wait, Chikao's real name. Oh, I thought talking about Ichigo. I was gonna say, what? I thought that was the name. Oh, Chikao's real name. Yeah, Chikao, spill the beans. You've been wanting us to call you Chikao, and that's typically not, like, a very, used name. It's very... But what is your real name, Chikao? Come on, spill the beans already. I suppose that would be a grand thing to add to our next session. The thought of Ichi-chan screaming my real name is an arousing scene indeed. Yeah. Well then, there's no choice. Are you ready, Ichi-chan? My name is... Your name is... Just tell the freaking name! Wait in anticipation, but don't hear anything. I've lost myself to sleep. But I'm exhausted and drained. There needs to be a sequel for this. What the hell? I want to know Chikao's name! Are you serious? I don't even realize I've fallen unconscious, but even when I do understand, I missed out in hearing Chikao's real name. Don't worry, because we're together now. But what's her freaking name? Are you serious? I found someone I love and who loves me. What's her name? I work in the bakery and I'm assistant manager in it. That's me. Pretty impressive, right? What's her name? I think so too. I couldn't be more happier. My life is sweet. What's her name? What's her name? Fiend! That's not the finale! We don't know Chikao's name! Oh... Is there an agenda like that? Well, it was two people who made it, I think. What? What, are you serious right now? Anyway, I think that... we're done, because it apparently took us out the game. And... oh, look at back at the team. But anyway, y'all... that was a pretty odd... development. Like, when I first played this game, I wasn't really expecting much, to be honest. Because, I don't know, just out of the blue, I was like, what a, like, you know, like, a kind of a break from Kiss of the Pedal, something else. But, dude, I expected it to be pretty, like, I expected it to be pretty, like, ecchi enough, but, dude, I don't know. I feel like at the same time, somewhat, I wasn't really expecting most of the things that went down. Because I thought it was just gonna be like, you know, the usual, just like, them two, you know, them two. Why am I, yeah, I'm doing like peace signs now. Them two, I don't know why I was doing, that added up to 4. Them two, I expected like, you know, more intimate, you know, scenes with them. Rather than use other, you know, objects to help, you know, with this. It was just pretty, I don't know. The overall premise, Ichigo, like, finding this place, finding a happy place, was a pretty, like, you know, interesting premise. The development took a while, but that kind of, like, made sense. And also, it was a pretty short game, too, so it took its time. It was a pretty nice pacing, although sometimes I felt like we were getting more, like, or maybe that snapped them to realize their feelings for, I don't know what to say about that. Should I talk about each individual character now? I guess I can. Ichigo, she has an interesting upbringing. She has wealthy parents, but apparently, like, her dreams differed from their expectations, and she decided to move out, where she met Chikao, who was we still don't know her freaking name, so we have to stick with Chikao. But anyway, I'm still, there better be a Sugar's Delight too. If not, I'm gonna flip out of here. Anyway, Chikao, when she met Chikao, like, it was pretty chill but she learned how Chikao was, and I guess, like, that's kind of, like, where Ichigo started questioning more about her feelings. And now she finds someone she feels secure with and, like, generally happy with, which is good for Ichigo. Yeah, nothing much to say, I feel like, you know. Characteristic wise, I guess she, like, sometimes, like, you know, like, she speaks her mind, which is, like, sometimes she speaks her mind when it's like she can't hold it in anymore, while, like, you know, Chikao, she usually tries to conserve it as much as he can, you know, which is something that they both, like, you know, it's both pros and cons, which help benefit them, both of them, you know, later on in the long run of their relationship. But furthermore, saying, yeah, like, Ichigo was an interesting character. Like, some point she would make me upset with, like, the way she would, like, think and phrase things, but other than that, it was pretty interesting. Chikao, the second main character. Chikao, she, my knowledge, she owned this bakery herself most of, like, the time. Till Ichigo came, she became really attached to Ichigo, because I assumed that she was pretty lonely. Because looking at the rest of the house, they never mentioned of other presents. Only when the customers came in and bought something is when we would really see anyone entering that bakery. So I feel like she was really, like, delighted, like Sugar's Delight. Like, she was really delighted when, like, Ichigo came and, like, you know, like, stuck around. It was very convenient for both of them, actually, because I feel like Chikao was lonely and she needed, like, you know, some sort of, like, presence or something to keep her from not being lonely. While that was convenient because Ichigo needed somewhere to be, like, you know, she needed a place to stay and stuff. Well, Chikao's like, you can just stay here for free. And then it's like, oh, come in, you just work here and, like, you could stay here for free, and it's pretty cool. And also, how convenient it was, like, Ichigo's dream too, to work at a bakery. Oh, look, there's, like, no one working here. You can work here, you can live for free. That's, like, a bonus. But yeah, what I have to say about Chikao's character? She's one of definitely those, like, you know, pretty, like, conserved people. Like, they don't really, like, express their emotions, only if they, like, you know, only if they really, like, sure they can. Like, when it comes to, like, saying their opinions, like, very publicly, they usually, like, keep it, like, to themselves, because, like, they don't want to cause any unnecessary problems or anything like that. I guess that's also connects to, like, back when, like, she was trying to, like, hide her feelings for Ichigo. Like, since, like, you know, when she met, she started developing feelings for Ichigo, and, like, yeah, she just conserved them. Like, even at the end, we were seeing when she was breaking down, because she did not want to ruin this. She was crying because she felt like that Ichigo was getting hurt by all of this. She feeling obligated to. She didn't want Ichigo to feel bad. Well, Ichigo did not know that Chikao felt that way. She thought that, like, you know, she just had a normal relationship with Chikao. Like I said, the best of friends and the sisters. But anyway. Also, this is my favorite Oast one. I don't know, it just gives off some aura, if you know what I mean, guys. But yeah, Chikao was a pretty interesting character. I'll look back to the theme. Now that didn't take a long time, but anyway. Chikao's a pretty interesting character. She's very like I feel like there's a certain trope for that. Like mature, it's like mature women who like keep like their emotions, or like they're very like, you know, they think a lot about things. And they don't know sometimes what to do, so they just end up not saying anything. She's one of those. She really reminded me, not gonna lie, she really reminded me of, what's her name? Freaking, was it High School DxD? Yeah. I think was it Akane? Dude, I'm losing my memory. Like, I'm so exhausted because I know Ria's, and I think that's her name. The purple hair girl. You guys know what I'm talking about. I know her name, guys, but I'm just really tired to remember. It's like, I don't know, there's like a switch. Like, it's almost gonna be 12 a.m. Anyway. Yeah, she reminds me of her. Reminds me a lot of her, and I don't know, that trope really, like, it's kind of like roaming around in like anime, but it's a very interesting trope. Like, that's when we learn, like, you know, they learn how to be comfortable, like they learn how to like express like certain things. It's just a very interesting development. I really like how Chikao's development was. Ichigo, let's see, I would say a little less, because like it's more like it was more obvious than, I don't know, it felt a bit more obvious. Well, Chikao was like, she was just one of those, she's like when you wait, like it's very obvious that you're throwing like some hints in there, but like the other person's just too dense. No, it's like reminds you, like I understand, it's like freaking harems. Like I relate with the people a part of the harem rather than the person like who's in the middle of the harem, because like yeah, like they're doing all this stuff to get their attention, but they don't like see it. I don't know, it's very interesting. Anyway, Sugar's Delight, it was pretty interesting. If I had to rate it, I would honestly I usually give Kiss of the Petal like a 7 usually. I've so far have not given Kiss of the Petals like a 6. But I would say, to be honest, this game is kind of like feeling on the 6 for me. It's a little above, you know, the middle. It's like an alright. Like if you have free time, play this. It isn't something to too hype about, I would say. Like I enjoyed it, but it wasn't something like, you know, that got me going. Like for example, the third Kiss of the Petal game really got me going, to be honest. That one was really good, dude. I think that's my highest rating so far if you think about it for the Kiss of the Petal series, because I'm barely on the 4 series, and I've not been able to post that beloved photograph because I'm waiting for my channel to get, you know, fixed and stuff like that. Like right now I'm slowly seeking back into posting that content, but it's more like I'm trying to finish posting like other content. Like for example, at my old channel I had all like almost completely all the Sweet Enchanting Kisses like videos up. I already finished that series, I just need to finish uploading them. Well, this one's just like a little side gig, so y'all won't get bored of just Kiss of the Petals, Kiss of the Petals, Kiss of the Petals. You know, something else, you know, to make things different. But anyway, yeah, I'll give this a 6, like out of 10. It was just like not, it's kind of average, but it was pretty good. Like at times, like I was like, oh, that's actually pretty funny. Like, yeah. Anyway, without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment down below if you guys have any more game suggestions, and like the videos and subscribe if you guys really enjoyed this video, because that's how I know that you guys enjoyed this, because I just wait until I don't like wait, but like I try to see like which content they like the most and stuff, and then I like continue it because I want to create content that you guys enjoy. Obviously if you guys don't enjoy it, I'll obviously reconsider, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Subscribe for more videos, more visual novels, gameplay, anything. Okay, See you guys. Bye.